Welcome back to my Dragon Age the Veilguard stream series. This week is episode 2, and we find ourselves in the Veiljumper camp in Arlathan Forest. Last week we completed the prologue and the first faction quest. Today we'll be moving on to Demeter's Crossing to find the missing Veiljumpers and move on from there. Here we are. Look at this gorgeous scenery. I mean, the game still may be slightly janky, but oof, that is gorgeous. Okay, so at the end of last time, we were given a quest to find some missing Veiljumpers. I believe they went missing at Demeter's Crossing, so that's where we'll be heading today.
Sounds like a lot happened here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlathan City centuries ago. A whole lot of blood magic during the war.
And now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war, it never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed, and now it's bleeding again.
Rook, you ready to go?
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. I need to get back in the fight.
Then let's go.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demeter's Crossing. This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
See, I was right, Demeter's Crossing. I have a memory.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
Rook,
No, nothing
where are
over
you
here.
going? The town square is this way.
Yeah, I
Right there.
know.
It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
To keep something out?
No, to keep something in.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
Keep them in, Mayors. Everyone has to stay.
Thanks for the follow.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
Ugh. This is... I am glad I made sure to tick the content warning for gore.
Town square. We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
Oh. That looked like destroyable bit of blight. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh. Hello.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer. Sold spices to us, the best in Arlathan. I can't believe this happened.
Well. Rip. Ooh. Just forget it. The mayor's not worth arguing with. He'll take gold from the town coffers for a new fountain in the square outside his front window. But good lumber to fix the docks that everyone uses? That's far too expensive. And that seems to be the spice merchant that wrote that. Battlefield Trauma Simulator. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Oh, that's the note that I've just read.
Look at that. Is that an Aravel on the roof?
Light must have lifted it up there.
Yes. Yes, it is.
This blight is weird.
Ever
Yeah.
seen anything like it?
See what happens
Never.
when I do this?
Blight's usually dead, static. But this is alive.
Okay, let's keep going. Might be more survivors.
No, can't go in the house. More survivors? We haven't even found one yet.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veiled jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
This ain't no survivor.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them? A
Whee!
sinkhole. But how?
Careful not to slip.
That's the deep roads down there, where the Darkspawn come from.
Oof.
Look, more people.
No, not feeling particularly chatty today. Okay, I'll just continue on my way then.
Milva!
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Melara!
Jahel! He's alive!
Melara,
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
no. Listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Melara, be careful. Help me, anyone!
No, I guess I just gotta let go of that one. Ooh. Loot. Loot. Ooh, more loot. I like loot. Veil Jumper orders. Jahel, To be safe, let's make sure Demeter's Crossing's alright, and that none of the villagers have spotted anything. Take Milva, she's new. This will help ease her in and build her confidence as a scout. Irulan. Oh, she was new and then she met that ending? That is unfortunate.
Come on, that sounds close.
The fucking... It zeroes in on the money to just show you how greedy he is. Sire, there be dragons.
No, please! Hey!
I mean, that takes some guts. What is it, a bear?
Blood. A hungry heart.
Does look a bit like Deathwing, doesn't it? The art.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
I ain't calming him down, it's his fault.
You're not going anywhere until I get the full story.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gilneain's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
So, it wasn't about protecting people at all. It was about the trail of money that you've just left.
All this for gold. The villagers, the Veil Jumpers, the Blights everywhere. Demeter's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The Blights everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you
Sounds
go,
like a you
you'll
problem.
Run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook.
I kind of really want to just leave him here. Like, on the one hand, saving him is the right thing to do, like, morally. On the other hand, this is entirely his fault. Like, fucking... It is well known at this point that the elven gods are not what people thought they were. So surely, if you have an elven god in your head telling you to do something, you're going to not do that thing?
Leave him here. He can fend for himself.
No!
Wolves will get him in the night. Or, given the state of this place, something worse.
The people of Demeter's Crossing were depending on him. The least he can do is stay with them now.
A steep price to pay, and we're the ones to choose it?
Somebody has to.
You don't understand the power they have. They show you what you crave. They speak to the darkness in your heart.
Again,
No one can stand against that.
sounds like a you problem.
Watch me.
I won't be the last to surrender. I felt the evil.
Let's go. No point arguing with the dead man.
I'm glad you agree with me. It makes me feel better.
And the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs.
Yeah, but when have the elven gods ever cared about the cost of things? There's a theory. I can't remember if it was like actually, like, if Plimenek, I forgot the BioWare. I can't remember if like BioWare ever like said it was true or not. But there is a theory that all of the blights so far have been elven gods, and like each of the archdemons was the soul of an elven god in a dragon's body, like a corrupted dragon. I can't remember if that was ever like substantiated or anything, but I know that it was definitely a theory that was going around for a while, and that would explain why only 2 of them escaped, because we've had 5 blights so far. I think it's really interesting though that the blight stems from the elven gods, and like the blight is really the reason for their downfall, and then because they were weak, the humans of the Tevinter Empire, you know, took advantage. Of course, obviously, the reason they got so weak was because of Solus, but swings and roundabouts. It's very interesting. Anyway, a lament for fallen elven Anne, from a Veilljumper's letter. I hear tall watchtowers once stood where these waters emptied into the sky, their torches lit to guide the weary traveller. Sometimes on still days, when the mist hangs low on the river, I can imagine the lighted path up the golden spires of Arlathan, and the voices of my people calling me home. I know Elven Anne, our lost civilization, is not how I imagine it. Arlathan was a place of wonder and magic, and also of conflict and war, ruled by tyrants. Yet I still mourn it, and wish that I could have seen it just once, and called it mine. Added below in different handwriting. These feelings are not yours alone. There is no sin in grieving what was lost, imperfect though it was. Strife. Whee! Down we go. Hi!
Did you find our scouts? They're dead. I'm sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire
Dragon
village was
Age, the
overrun.
Veilguard, the latest
The few
one.
who survived are controlled by blood magic.
We've played the
Their minds are
prologue
gone.
and like the first
Elven
main
Arcane used
quest,
them like puppets.
And now we're like free in the world and can do whatever we want. We've yes, I love it so much. We've just left a town mayor to die. Ooh, Morrigan. I'll go into that in a minute. I love Morrigan so much.
They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
I swear that's her mum's headdress that she's wearing.
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when
Oh,
Varric and I
no.
were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
You so ill, you're having to be off
Was both
work.
pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
I don't need to ask her who she is. I know who she is. She is a beautiful, wonderful human being who is... Oh! I love her so much. Anyway, Yuki, my love, you're in the way of the screen. Sweetheart. My cat is in the...
Whatever comes, we're ready for a fight.
My cat
Words
spoke for me.
easily said, but rarely proven.
Yeah? What do you know about all this that we don't?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods...
You rest well,
was
Red.
just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Yeah, that's not happening.
What if we stop it first?
Ah, the confidence of youth. You shall need a good deal more of it.
Kitty, help.
I suppose you have some advice?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us?
Thank you,
His,
Rent.
well, he calls it the Lighthouse?
Ah, yes, the legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
One step at a time, you know.
We stand up against them one step at a time. We don't have all the answers, but we know what we need to do. You're fixing the Illuvian at the lighthouse. Nev, Harding and I are going to find this dagger at the ritual site. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
If you know how big his
Prepare
forehead
yourselves
is, his
well
face is
and
pretty
have a
cute.
care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
God, Morrigan. I love Morrigan. Is Morrigan the only... No, I don't think she did appear in 2, did she? Anyway, quest complete. Shadows Crossing. After investigating the town of Demeter's Crossing, the team discovered that the gods laid waste to the town with blight. Worse, they tempted the mayor into betraying his people for gold. The team decided to leave the mayor to his fate. Damn right we did. Greedy bastard. gorgeous as this is, if they'd have put a little less work into making it gorgeous and a little more work into making it stable, that'd have been amazing. You know?
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done.
Oh, I think we have a little bit of trauma here.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
We all carry blame.
You didn't take the shot. I destroyed the statue. Who do you want to blame more for the outcome? We all did what we thought was best in the moment.
And look where it got us.
Oh, that voice acting there.
Swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison. Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting. You push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well,
I mean, you are an investigator.
We need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start.
Okay, let's have a nosy round, shall we? The way his voice broke, it's like, that is gorgeous voice acting.
Strong, old.
The dagger was here. Something took it.
Oops.
Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
What do you mean, what's on their head? My horns? Because if you mean my horns, it's because I'm a Kunari. They're very distantly descended from dragons. Oh, the investigator hat. I think it's supposed to be like, you know, those like French mourning hats? Like the really high society ones, where it's like the hat only covers like a bit of your head and then you've got the veil on the rest of it. It's posh shit. Rich people shit. At mourning. But seeing as how Tevinter is like based off the Roman Empire, like I'm not too surprised that they're going somewhat fancy for like her outfit and stuff. Like look at her whole outfit. Like it screams fancy ass. Like the fucking, oh no, that looked like I was just looking at her boobs. The fucking neck thing, like I don't think it's a tie, but, and it's definitely not a cravat. But whatever it is, her whole outfit is fancy. The dagger? Oh, it's a mage dagger, so it's like a mini staff, but also has the ability to stab people.
There it goes.
Oh. It wouldn't let me shoot it. What's down here? Oh, it's back the way I came. Stabby and Casty. Yes, that's my other character that I'm playing. Stabby and Casty. but I figured for the stream I'd start a new character and be a little less boring. So I'm a rogue this time. So, small problem.
That magical device.
I appear to have forgotten how to block. It's literally been a week and I've already forgotten how to play the game. We're going great. Right, I need to go through this gate. Can I climb up here? Nope. I definitely need to get up there. Ooh! Tiny crevice. Anything interesting over here? We're going to pretend that didn't happen. Fuck, do I jump again? Can I jump? Oh no, there is a jump. It's F. Okay, I found jump. Congratulations, we've unlocked the ability to jump. Yeah, because space is dodge. I don't claim to understand.
Good work. Let's keep on the trail.
The most annoying part about the control scheme, Dirthner, is that it's different to every other one of their games. Like, every single Dragon Age game has had a different control scheme. And, like, for Origins 2, I understand. Because that was, going from a CRPG to a modern RPG. So Dragon Age Origins is a completely different control scheme. Ooh. What's that? Vitar of the Veil. See? No. Well. Yep, put that on. Huh. So instead of headgear, I get Vitar. I completely forgot Vitar was a thing.
Darkspawn don't usually collect things, do they?
Solus's dagger is special. They might have been drawn to it.
No, nothing up there. Ooh, wood. And money.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way.
Crying, begging, screaming for the game to be less freaking janky. I've just been playing an MMO in beta, and my movement is less janky than it is in this game. Nice. Oops.
Dagger.
I don't think these Darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Loot, loot, looking for loot, 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 looking for loot. No, got all of it. Cool. Okay. Chest. Oh wow, I lost like no health in that battle. I'm quite proud of myself.
Over there, a dagger thief.
More blight in the way.
Oh god, the last time I did this bit took me so long.
And there's probably another one.
Now, if I remember correctly, like, I had to Google it because I just wasn't figuring it out. Oh, I wasn't far enough away. Over here, there's just...
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
No, I believe... Is there another one under... Oh, no. There's that one there. See, it's so much quicker when you know what to do. Alright, and then we take the control thing for the bridge. I can't remember what they're called, so they're now control things. And pop it there, and it opens the door. What if we, like, that detonates sundered? Oh, we can't do a thing. Okay, well, you're gonna grant enhanced damage. And then you're gonna shoot him.
All set.
Another one of those magical beams. There are 2 of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them.
Okay, that's that sorted. Right, where are the beams? There's one. Oh, there's the other. Right, cool. I'll do this one first since it's closer to me.
That's one. Now to find the other.
It really annoys me that, like, it's... I press E to go into it, and then I can't press E to come back out of it. Well, there's a ladder down. It goes to loot, so I'll take it. But I wanted a ladder up. Okay, so there was another ladder around here. Oh, What if I break this? Aha! Ladder! I have found the promised land. The promised land in this case being, yeah, a fucking ladder. I forgot to jump.
Good work. Now let's see what's behind that gate.
Don't mind if I do, Harding. Ooh. That is better by every metric. Oops. Didn't mean to press escape there. We have another ladder. Where does this ladder take us? To even more loot. Oh, I do love loot. Whee! Alright. Now to go and actually do the thing we're supposed to do. Oh, that was a save and a half. Okay, let's grab some health. Because I'd rather not use potions until I have to. Oops. Ooh, I need to adjust my seating in my chair a little bit.
Trouble scouted. They're hitting us from afar.
Nice move.
Trouble nearby.
I did it again. I'm gonna have to change the controls up, I think. Because I keep pressing space to jump. And which of my many near failures were you watching?
That has to be the ghoul we're tracking.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
Ah, right, yeah. Okay, loot acquired. We may now go on our merry way again.
Harding?
Ouchie.
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation.
I can't wait to find out more about the dwarves.
I can hear it. The song of the stone. What is happening to me? What the?
Are you moving those rocks?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it.
Well, that nearly took me off the edge of the world.
They're coming from the right.
Oh, shit. Wrong button. I guess I'm just gonna do Hurricane of Blades. Oh, I cleaved him in half. Oh, the Lyrium Ghoul's back. Where is he? Actually, no. If I shred, icebreaker.
Do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Whew.
Your pet has failed, sister. And now the magic of the dreadful stagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
So, for people who haven't played Dragon Age before, red lyrium is lyrium, but tainted by the blight. So they're essentially making the same dagger again, but this time blighted.
Took you over.
Something like that?
And it's still with you?
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's alright. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
we baffled or optimistic? I think so much has gone on in such a short period of time. I think we're baffled. I think we're just like, geez, okay, so, you can use magic now. Right, you couldn't this morning. Kind of thing, you know?
I honestly don't know what to think.
Tell me about it.
Maybe I just need time.
It's all strange, but somehow I feel connected.
To
the stone.
On the
Dwarves
legacy
call
thing, I don't think
children
I
of the
saw
stone.
like a legacy
Some of
control
us have
scheme
what
thing.
we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I know it's strange, but is this gonna create problems for us?
Oh, Harding, you are the sweetest human being, dwarf being, to ever exist on planet Earth. You are not a problem.
Harding, you being here is never a problem.
Huh. Really?
I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here, to be honest.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
I mean, if we do romance Harding, it'll be pretty funny, like this,
The same.
like, 8-foot tall canary, and this, like, 4 or 5 foot tall dwarf.
We need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
Crazily, actually, I think Harding is the first romanceable dwarf since Origins.
And the gods he'd set loose. They couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of dwarven history, with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Well, that's ominous. I am a concern. Quest complete. The Singing Blade. The team returned to Solus's ritual site, hoping to find the Lyrium Dagger that Solus lost. They pried the ancient artifact away from the Darkspawn ghouls that were drawn to it. But touching the dagger has had a profound effect on Harding, seemingly rekindling a forgotten link between her and the stone. What this remains for Harding remains to be seen. I said what this remains for Harding, not what this means for Harding. But it's fine, we bought. I'm putting effort in, that's what matters.
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solus.
So, it's dwarves have a ancestor worship system. So they have something called paragons, and paragons are dwarves who have been, you know, especially exemplary in life, and they've not quite been deified, but similar to deification. What they then also have is the stone, as has been mentioned, and that is something to do with Lyrium underground, and something to do with dwarves, you know, growing up underground and having a connection to Lyrium and being able to hear, like, the song of the Lyrium. So what they refer to as the stone is Lyrium. And Lyrium is a part of the source of magic. You take Lyrium potions, like when you're low on mana. Lyrium is very much intrinsically related to magic. though we're not entirely sure how yet. I'm assuming throughout Harding's storyline, we are going to figure some of that out. We learned a little bit in the previous game, like we learned about Titans, but I don't think I finished that DLC, so I'm not entirely sure. I tend to play a lot of starting Dragon Age Inquisition and then not so much finishing it. I think I've finished it once, and I've still not finished Trespasser, which I probably should have done before I started this game, but well, we ball. So it took me far too long to decide on what skills I was going to go for next, but I decided on the trait Decisive Finale. That gives me a new combo finisher, essentially. And then it took me a lot longer for this one. I was between a couple of passives, but I did settle on the greater passive, Necrotic Fog. That increases my necrotic damage, and I seem to be leaning quite heavily into necrotic at the moment, so I figured why not. Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, I finished all of them at least once. Except for the Awakening DLC for Origins. I don't think I've finished that. But I have started it 3 times. Cool. Did I pick up some more gear? Yes, I did. Gives me more defense, but less ability damage. Oh, I'll go for the defense for now. Did I get a new bow? I did get a new bow. Very nice. And then... ooh, I got another new sword. Yeah, I think that's me with Origins. I have so many characters. I really need to get mods working on Origins so I can download the Skip Ostagar mod. Because there's only so many times that you can play the same main prologue.
Wait, Darren wasn't there before? I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't played any Baldur's Gate yet.
It makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
Like, I've got access to Baldur's Gate because I'm sharing a Steam library with someone who owns it. I just have not got around to playing it yet.
Barak and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look and it get. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Huh. That's cool that you can change those. I look good.
A damn good-looking hero, if I do say so.
Yeah, I felt.
Baron Van Markham.
To be fair,
He wanted the undead to rule Navarra.
I'd probably have finished more playthroughs of Origins if the Fade section of the Mage's Tower wasn't such a pain.
The Mournwatch is supposed to protect the world from dangers outside the realms of the living. That's what I did. Even if it wasn't politically convenient.
I will never be politically convenient. I strive to not be politically convenient.
Pele gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He was so impressed with the Vitar that Canari wear to protect our faces, and the fireworks he saw at the Ravani festival. Said he had no idea my people were such accomplished alchemists.
I mean, I almost certainly don't follow the Qun. I was part of the Mournwatch. But like, is that gonna be what I think of, or? Okay, so I'm thinking back to this guy I met who was amazed at like what the Canary are actually capable of, because everyone just sees them as scary monsters, probably because they're busy trying to colonize the whole planet, but that's not the point. So maybe I'm gonna think about the issues within the Canary.
My people went to war with the whole world and then lost control of their own military. Alchemy is all they've got left.
No, got another keepsake to put down.
The tools every professional scoundrel needs to learn in trade. I spent as much time picking locks and mixing poisons as I did training with blades or a bow.
Those were the days.
That precision. Every reagent measured perfectly. The feel of the lock opening. It all just felt right.
Okay.
Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Mans is like as ADHD as I am. Let me just meditate to speak to an ancient elven god in my brain.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I love Solus.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Nothing, but I'm here. I punch up, you should know. Yep, that is.
I stopped you, didn't I?
You disrupted the ritual.
Yeah, I did. Even though I'm nowhere near as powerful as you.
Your plan is to tell me how powerful you aren't?
No, it's tell you how resourceful I am.
I had to deal with undead nobles threatening all of Navarro with civil war. Our squad was overwhelmed, and we were supposed to retreat.
But you attacked instead, defeated the nobles, and prevented a war.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that powerful opposition doesn't frighten me. I find a way to get the job done, whatever it takes.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
That's a very good question. Why blight the entire world?
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the Elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
Then we stop them.
Then we shut down whatever they need to do to free the Blight.
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium Dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
You want me to pick fights with tyrants and bullies? Sounds fun.
I gave no orders. All I offer are suggestions.
I'm on it. What else?
The Veravas, the Lighthouse Shenanigans can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets.
We're working on it.
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
As you should, you little bitch. Introduction to the Lighthouse. Once, the Lighthouse was a place of learning, with tools to study the secret workings of great magic. When Solus rebelled against those who call themselves our gods, the Lighthouse became his center of operations, with tools to study the best ways to free ourselves from the tyranny of the Evanuris. You are safe here, both those of flesh and those of Fade. Any who wish to help are welcome. The magic of the Lighthouse will provide for your needs, see to your comfort, and even help you understand different tongues, for those who escaped here from distant parts of the Empire. Should you have any other needs, ask for the Slow Arrow, and I will help. I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty sure Solus killed him. Oh, it's time to talk with Varric. So I need to go up here.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? You stopped
Incredibly
an entire
undisciplined
undead rebellion with less than a dozen Morn Watchers.
Just needed a bolder approach than Watchers usually take.
And no one else knew it. Only you figured it out. Ticked off a bunch of snooty Navarans, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
Whee! I tried to jump, but I pressed space again. Ooh. I like chests. I don't know when I'll get another Vita, so I will level up my Vita. Oh, nice!
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Vyrantium.
Yeah, so I guess next time we play Helldivers, we'll actually be able to play somewhere other than Super Earth. I look forward to fighting bots again. I also look forward to being able to use my bleeding napalm. The risk of killing civilians is so annoying. I'm intrigued.
Well, I'm sold. Now we charm the crows.
Fingers crossed. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Let's give it a try.
Time to make new friends.
We'll see if it works.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Only a thing or two.
Authority
won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
I don't really care if they're mages or not, I'm not gonna lie. Your friends are our friends.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem. But they try.
So we talked to the crows in Antiva and the shadow dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
It was a packing note. Someone was leaving. Okay, let's go speak to Harding. Because she's probably pretty shook up.
Toldar, it's a tunnel. Veilguard, Velos Atreidim. But Velos Atreidim is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
I don't really feel like this is the time to be flirting, but I'm going to flirt anyway.
You're not hearing a word I'm saying, are you?
Uh-huh.
You know you're adorable, right?
Sure, whatever you think is best. What? What's happened?
I said you're adorable.
You're poking fun at me.
A little.
Maybe a little. Not that you're not adorable. Anyway, is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. There's just a lot to go through.
So, what's Isatunal?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
Right, sure.
Okay, whatever works for you.
Words aren't enough. It's hard to put into words something that you feel. I'm certain
Felt.
Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
Okay, but
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer.
in fairness,
Thanks for letting me babble.
never mind what you might have
Anytime.
forgot beforehand.
That's what I'm here for.
In like the first and fourth blights, you lost like most of your civilization. Not remembering is, pretty expected of a civilization that's lost most of its civilization.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder.
Is it safe?
If that is the Fade on the other side, won't it be dangerous? As the Fade often is?
More dangerous than elven guards who wield the Blight as a weapon?
Good point.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Either you found some way to get into the lighthouse without us seeing, or you've been here all along. Not sure which one worries me more.
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
I like his scarf, but it's like the way it hangs from him, it looks like ears.
But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
Yeah, those two aren't exclusive.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I mean, look at Solus.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
The Dreadwolf's Illuvian. Most of us have only travelled through the Illuvians at whims of those who call themselves our gods. We know them as mirrors that always go from one to another, a bonded pair linked no matter the distance. Solus has outsmarted the so-called gods. If we used normal Illuvians, they could track us to our lair. Solus has improved upon June's work by creating a mirror whose singing stone can change its tune to take us to any Illuvian, and not just its bonded partner. Thus, we can travel wherever this rebellion needs us, with no fear of pursuit. Travel is as safe as a normal Illuvian. If you ask questions, ask for the slow arrow, and I will guide you. Fallassen. Okay, so we have 3 options for the party. I think we'll go Harding and Bellara, just because these are my girls. I love them. Like, Harding is adorable. Bellara is also adorable, but Bellara is so autistic. Oh, she brings me so much joy. However, I do think this does make me the frontliner. But we're cool. I'm daggering mainly anyway, so I'm in the middle of the fight.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The Crossroads.
All bow, no brawn. It's so difficult to aim with the bow. I would rather be in there with my fucking sword and dagger, thanks. Sure, I knew that.
Oh, the Crossroads. Right. Of course.
The Evanurus hunger for the Crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight. Death. Madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The Crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Dun, dun, dun. That was probably a bit loud. Ow.
can't travel this way.
The gods want to cut us off from the Crossroads.
Yeah, this dock seems sturdy. So, you can ferry us to the other islands?
Winds await, dweller.
I'll take that as a yes.
Oops, wrong button.
The deeper currents.
The concept kind of reminds me of Charon. Ferrying the souls across the Styx.
I have summoned the guardians of the Crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
Ancient defenders aren't very discerning.
To be fair, last time they were awake. Like, everyone in here were elves.
The Fater. That's where they're breaking through.
Guess we can thank the gods for that.
Finish it.
Nice work.
Finish them off.
Nice.
That the last of them?
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Okay. We'll have a quick nosy round first. Whee! So all that's down here is a currently inaccessible door. I have a feeling that most of this is going to be inaccessible, so we might just head to the champion. To the champion, to the champy, to the champy, to the champion.
The Guardians can't hold them off for long.
That's nice, they can wait until I've grabbed this loot. I don't think I can even get down there.
Is there something inside it?
Oh, I've just got to shoot it lots of times. Okay.
That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
Just stand there.
That's the essence we need. It's cold.
Well, pretend I didn't nearly die multiple times, though. Ooh.
An altar to a wolf. Bet I know who that's for.
Ooh, is he gonna show me towards some loot? He did show me to some loot. Ooh, I got a skill point. Feels a bit silly to be going all in on my necrotic right now when I'm fighting Darkspawn. But I will eventually not be fighting Darkspawn.
Sure, here we go.
As the gods champion passed freely, so will you.
I didn't know this many Illuvians still existed. Where do they go?
Time to find out.
Okay, so now we need to decide whether we want to first go and contact the Shadow Dragons or go and contact the Crows. I think maybe do the Crows first, since we've already seen a bit of Minrathous and we haven't seen any of Treviso yet. Okay. So this is the Illuvian we want. Oh yeah, I only get one party member because I'll be picking up a new party member. Maybe we'll stick with... Do we stick with Harding or do we go with Bollara? We'll stick with Harding, because Harding has that ability to increase our damage output.
Treviso, one of the finest cities in Antiva, now living under occupation. Let's hope our crow contact can meet us.
Welcome to Antiva. You must be Rook.
Oh, hopefully it's not too hard for them to trust me.
And you're Andaratea Cantori, of the Crows?
Thea, please. Come. My associate Viago is gathering the others. We can talk business when we arrive.
The documents, it's all there.
Slowly. Have your papers in order next time.
We're about the same height.
Yes,
Fuck.
I'll be more mindful.
Not leaving much to the imagination, are they?
For your protection. My friend says come with us.
The Antom soldiers have made themselves at home here.
We have suffered their company for too long. The Antam reached a stalemate in their war with Tevinter. Some turned here instead. Antiva was rich, comfortable, and has no standing army to stop them. decision.
She stretched it well enough.
Through the back streets. I can't even sprint, 'cause if I sprint, I'm gonna take over.
It must be hard, dealing with the Untum.
This occupation will not last. The Antivan crows remain.
Huh.
And one day, I will see a knife through every would-be tyrant's throat.
Whee! Up we go. Okay. Now which way, Taya? Thank you. It's so cool that they have zip lines in this game.
A casino?
Welcome to the Cantori Diamond.
You're the client.
This is Rook. Did you want a drink? I promise not to let Viago near it.
Viago de Riva, fifth talon. And this is Catarina de la Morte, first talon of the Crows.
An honor. And you are?
Ilario de la Morte, her grandson. What brings you here?
Right. My target is a pair of elven gods, or that's what they call themselves. They're ancient blighted mages. My detective says you have a man who brought blood mages and Venatori to their knees.
Lucanus. My grandson. They called him the Demon of Vyrantium. He was the one who did those jobs.
Fantastic. Where do we find him?
Sending a demon to take down a god. Sounds like a plan.
It's a nonsense plan, but that's not important. Lucanus de la Morte is dead.
Well, that's a bit awkward.
What I say doesn't leave this room. The body our people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
My cousin is still alive? And you didn't think to tell me?
His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out. So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you've brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson from me.
I mean, isn't it obvious? They want us to
your
find
dread
him.
wolf. And what you did to his ritual threw them into disarray. They made mistakes, and now I have a location. The Ossuary, where the Demon of Vyrantium is kept. Find this Ossuary. Free Lucanus. You'll have your god killer. And I'll have my grandson.
Alright. Time to stay prison break.
A boat? Did you think the Venatori would keep a normal prison? Or that one could hold the Demon of Vyrantium? The Ossuary lies beneath the sea. A fact I learned mere minutes ago.
Under the... Oh, this is gonna be just great.
You're not happy Katerina kept this from you.
Would you be?
We're going swimming, boys.
His family. Maybe she thought I'd act too rash if it meant saving him. And now... Who can...
Oh, sorry.
Are you coming with us?
It's possible we've been watched. If all of us vanish from the dock, you play the alluring hero. I know Treviso. If we have a tail, I have a better chance of distracting their interest.
You'll see.
Ooh.
Someone or something already took down the guards.
I can't decide if that's good or bad. But we have a demon to find. Any ideas?
Query on prison staff. Caliban. The other wardens don't want to go near that crow's cell anymore. Can't we get someone else to do it? Slaves, maybe? Avidius. Yeah, the Tevinter Imperium are big on their slavery. They're,
Look.
Pretty shit people. Honestly.
So, this is the ossuary. This doesn't look like any prison I've seen.
Okay. This is... Oh, this is just a fucking school of fish over there. Just, you know, doing their thing. I'm never gonna say that again.
Well, we're not going that way.
Oh, so the place is underwater and falling apart. That seems real safe.
Yep. And hopefully the magic keeping us breathing
This is underwater. If the
won't
enchantments
fail.
containing this place ever failed,
Are we sure we want to do this, Rook? The Antivan crows aren't really known for being loyal or helpful. They're mostly known for killing.
killing is what we need, though.
Got a point. Nope, nothing down that. I would be terrified. I mean, it looks like I can go that way, but I want to see what's up here first. Ooh, loot. I like big chests and I cannot lie. I've got a Nook sculpture.
Whatever's behind that door, it's important. Which means that's the right direction.
Then we break through.
Rip. There we go. Okay, no, I need to hit these? Yes, I do. And then for this one, I need to hit that. And that. Oh, is there another one? Ah, so there is.
Alright, we're almost through.
Okay, let's see what's in here first. Oh dear. I am Neris. I was Neris. We are Neris. That is, that's a note written by someone who has taken leave of their sanity. Doesn't bring the most hope to what's been going on in this building. I mean, you know, best case scenario, it's torture. Because torture can, you know, affect the mind. But it could be something worse, like that.
We're just here for Lucanus Delamorte. Get ready.
Rising Hail, Dragon of Mystery! Lucican, Dragon of Night! Hear your faithful call!
Speaking of possessed, you know, those wings don't look particularly human.
Who are you? Who sent you?
My name's Rook. Katarina sent
Also, hi, Katana.
Katerina. But you're not a crow.
Today's full of surprises.
You weren't expecting a rescue. I wasn't expecting whatever that was.
Rook, he's possessed by a demon.
It's complicated.
Katarina promised us a mage killer if we broke you out of here.
I can still work.
Good. Because I'm pretty sure more Venatoria are on their way. We have to get moving.
They have a vial of my blood. They can use it to control me. I cannot leave it in their hands. And I had a contract when I was captured. One of my targets is here. Caliban.
Oh.
Crows don't break contracts.
He was mentioned in that letter earlier that we read. Make it quick.
Fine, but we make it quick.
I'll owe you.
Oh,
I'm sure we'll owe each other before this is all over.
A Morn Watch background.
So, first order of business?
Blood first, then my target.
I stopped a rebellion of undead nobles, and then the actual living nobles were like, this is politically complicated. Why don't you go off on holiday for a bit?
Mages, my specialty.
Get gone, bitch. Ooh, level up. So once again, my indecisive ass had to pick a skill, and this time we went for another greater passive, still going up the necrotic tree, slowly inching towards duelist, and that was the Poisoned Reply. This is a skill that gives us increased damage and necrotic whenever we pull off a perfect parry, essentially. So, gotta keep up on those cues. No, we'll keep on here for now. And keep going that way for a little bit.
This is a big place. Where would they keep vials of blood?
Caliban keeps it under guard. Blood is the only thing that can
1 second. We will go through here.
What was going on here?
They weaken the veil with blood magic and summon whatever they can from the other side.
Okay, no, that's got a thing around it as well.
Zara didn't give them a choice.
Zara?
Zara Renata. There might be a higher ranking Venatori somewhere, but I don't know of one. This place is all her.
Okay, they're both connected to that source. Oh, and here's one I can break. Oh, there we go. It's no longer shielded. But these both still... Oh, I thought I hit it. Clearly I didn't. I must have just imagined it. Okay, we are back. Alright, we are going to finish up this quest, and then that'll be it for today.
Corpses possessed by demons. Watch out.
Fun!
Zara Renata's work. This place exists for her to make new, worse kinds of demons.
Oh, that sounds like a fun time.
Vanatoria ahead.
Sorry. So I came from over there, so... No. Where is the nearest one of those, then? Is it over here? Nope, I give up. Well, no. This is not a jumpable crevice. Cool. We'll move on. Oh, it's here. Will you let me pick it up? No. It must need Bellara. That's a shame. I did not bring Bellara. Zombie, go bye-bye.
You sure about this? Abominations.
We made a deal with the crows to bring him back. And don't forget that it's gods we're up against.
Right.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Never end well. Just remember, I warned you.
We'll just head back a little bit. Was it this way? It was this way. I'll bring it back, I promise. Okay, we've got Seafarer's Cutlass. I'll have a nosy at that in a minute, see if it's any better than my swords. Ossuary. Oh! Incubation. Yep, that is records from putting spirits inside someone. But what are we doubting? Whether I'll give it back? I'll give it back. I need it for the main quest. I missed that. See, if I hadn't have gone back, I would have missed the gold.
Blood the Venatori took from you.
It's for blood magic, to control me, and the demon. Until it's gone, I cannot touch Caliban.
Whee! Oh, no, that's not the jump button. Who in the world would make a video game and make the jump button not space? I mean, these losers, but that's not the point. Oh, this is back at the beginning. Okay. I don't want to come this way. That's the letter to Caliban that we read.
Great. Now what?
What are you?
The demon pulled all of that from the Fade.
I'm as surprised as you.
You didn't see anything.
That's a problem. They're fighting? But the Venatori made all these monsters, didn't they?
Blood. Zara can summon all the demons she wants, but they don't have to obey her.
Oops.
What did Zara want all these undead for?
Nothing. Those are the failures.
Those are failures. What does success look like?
She took the best results out a few days ago, but some of the demons she created are still here.
Doesn't really inspire confidence, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, orders from above. Caliban, there has been a development, and now we need to results as swiftly as possible. Push the subjects harder. Do anything you can to intensify their feelings of envy and frustration. I want every single demon you can produce, ready to fight for the glory of Tevinter Reborn. Well, that's not great. The Venatori really do be the fucking MAGA crowd of Tevinter. Oh my god. I mean, the silvery minnow is really easy to catch. You can always just catch another one. Ha! I have the thing. Oh. It's not for getting across there. What's it for then? Oh, it's for getting in here. I didn't even realize this was shut off. Shows how much attention I pay, doesn't it? I've heard of Marnus Pell. Where have I heard of Marnus Pell? Oh, I'm sure I'll find out later. Well, if I figure it out before I upload the video onto YouTube, then post-production me can tell everyone on YouTube. Post-production's Arrhenius here, so I've figured out where I recognise the name Marnus Pell from. I used it as a location in a Dragon Age themed D&D campaign that I ran a few months ago. So yeah, fun little tidbit.
Caliban. You said he's the one in charge?
No, he's a lackey. He runs this place for a powerful magister. He was my target a year ago. Now we both want him dead.
We, meaning?
Him and his demon buddy. Yeah.
Won't forgive.
What kind of demons are these?
And why this place exists. This is what success looks like. Mierda, these guys. Let me hit him first, then you can take him down.
Ooh, I got another Vita. I'll have a look at that in a minute. You will be given no chance to hit me back. You are just a silly goose who shall die.
I don't like this.
We may not have much time. This way, there's a shortcut.
Lead the way.
I'll handle it.
Shit. You saw nothing. This way. Boo, boo, boo. God, this quest was longer than I thought.
How are we supposed to find this thing?
I know it's here. We can smell it.
Look at what's left of these people. They were tortured.
There it is.
What a terrible way to die.
Ooh, let's go see what's there first.
Very few people survive Caliban's rehabilitation.
Oh, no, that's just a collectible.
Easy enough.
this one is leading up there, so there must be one up here. Oh, that's getting power from over here. Ah, yep, through there. Cool. So, we destroy this one and collect all of the loot in here. Because I am a little loot goblin and I will never give up that profession. There's the next one.
There. Just one crystal between us and the other side of that barrier.
That's it. The barrier should be down.
Okay, that's nice. I just want to see what's in this room first.
Wait, we cannot go after Caliban yet. Not while he has.
Oh, that's the way to go once we've got the blood vial. Okay.
When you said a vial of blood?
Caliban, you know as well as I do how demanding Zara can be. Nothing less than perfection is acceptable. Of course she's not going to accept that the crow is a failure of her method. Just kill him. Perhaps the demon will manifest when he dies. Felicia Erimond. I've heard of Erimond.
I thought it would be small.
There. That's the one. It has to be. It's finally gone.
So now what?
Now we find Caliban.
Okay. We gotta find Caliban, kill him, and then I think that'll be it for the stream. If I can, you know, find my way out of this room, that is. So, let's go commit some murder. And, you know, hopefully not die ourselves. We'll see how that one goes.
It's us against gods, Harding.
I am right here, you know.
It's fine. We can talk about something else. What's Katerina like?
After so long in this pit, I barely remember.
Hello, my friend. How would you like to die?
Oh, this was entirely unnecessary. Zara and her little jests. He's already the Demon of Vyrantium. Won't this be ironic? Hilarious. And now look at the mess you've made of my facility. She always leaves me to clean up.
So this is Caliban.
He is. The target I was sent for a year ago. A crow never abandons a contract.
Even he has to sit in jail for a year.
What did they offer you in exchange?
Okay, I want adrenaline rush. Awesome.
Was it worth it? Come forth, prisoners.
Okay, that's his pride dealt with. Time for him again. Can we can get another adrenaline rush.
I refuse to fall.
Okay. What are we fighting next? I think that's it.
Send their regards.
So, we got your target.
Yes. The job's done.
Smells like blood. Ashes. Not done, not yet.
So we can go, right?
So we can leave, right? Lucanus? Right?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air.
Okay. Prison break accomplished. Okay, we're gonna leave it here. And we're going to speak to Lucanus next week. We'll wrap up what's going on with him and his invisible friend. And yeah. So for now, that is it for us for today. I hope, you know, people have enjoyed themselves. I feel like we got some good stuff done. And yeah, I suppose next week we'll be finishing up with him and exploring Treviso, because we didn't really get to see much of it this time.